Okay. Sorry. Thank you for giving your time, Bharat, for helping me learn about digital. This word has been actually it has found new meaning, and for me, being a computer professional, when I see this word being used in the new sense, I get very confused because what I learned about digital was. Computers are digital, 1 0 like that and all. Okay, so then that was the only meaning for the word digital as a software engineer. And then of course, I mean, I
Yeah.
stopped programming and all. Then after that, something new has started. The word digital is being used in multiple terminologies. I think the most popular terminology seen it used is digital transformation, and maybe other things
Yeah.
also.
Yeah.
But especially in and particularly, I come across this like when I hear about IT companies in the news, or IT companies um, AGM or on calls for results and all. They say that we have started a new digital strategy and digital. Ennapa, so I'm sorry. It's digital only, but what is this digital? Okay, so I think since you're in this on a daily basis, I think you have to demystify this terminology for me. And since it's such a basic terminology, I feel stupid. Okay, so I would like my ignorance to be
No,
clarified.
no, not at all. See, don't think that digital, if you do not understand the term digital in the new age sense, it means you are any less being than you are, right? Uh, See, digit is you have, X number of digits that make a number, right? So it's all about numbers. Digital is all about numbers, something to do with numbers, right? So in as you rightly said, in probably 15, 20 years ago, or maybe 30 years ago, digital meant buying a computer.
Yeah,
That was the digital transformation of your house then,
yeah,
buying a PC,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Analog to digital
And
clock.
if you had a rich digital transformation, you would have brought in a Mac to your home,
Okay.
you know. But over time, you would know that people, most of the content has moved from the web to your mobile phone,
Yes, yes. Okay,
right?
okay.
Content is now viewable on your mobile phone rather than see. There were times when people used to watch movies on TVs only, and then TV was also a digital revolution during its time, right?
Yeah,
And then it all moved to computers. People used to stream movies on computers and on the web, and people used to watch movies of TV. Sorry, your laptop or computer. But then there was a time when people started watching everything on your mobile phone, right? Well, mobile phones when they originally were, they were meant only for calling,
yeah. Feature phones.
yeah,
Yeah,
and probably text messages,
yeah,
SMS.
yeah.
But then the phones started getting bigger in size, and then people started using it for more diverse purposes. The real, uh, the real revolution in your smartphones happened when iOS was introduced, and iPhone was introduced.
Okay.
But iPhone was for the rich people, right? The Western countries, most people preferred iPhones.
Uh-huh.
Uh, but there was another revolution that was happening, which was to democratize the iPhone. And then came the Android from Google, right? And That's what brought smartphones to every person's hand. But then even better than that was what China did. China made very cheap smartphones. I
Okay.
mean, by saying cheap, don't mistake me. Those were of fairly decent quality,
Okay.
right? They were not as expensive as Samsung, but they were they were good enough to be used for at least a couple of years. And then you throw them and you buy a newer phone, right?
Yeah.
So this kept happening. And see, what is different about this Android and iPhone is that the concept of apps. You develop apps, and those apps are the ones that deliver the content to you in whatever form uh, or uh, workflow it is supposed to have, right? Uh, Ola, for example, right? Uber, for example, Swiggy, for example, Zomato, for example. You could order food, you could book a cab, you could basically do a lot of things on your phone. So the digital transformation is taking services to the people's hands,
Okay. Fine. Fine.
right?
Fine.
I when I want to book a cab, uh, gone are the days when I used to when I had to walk to the road in
Okay.
order to book a cab. Now
Okay.
I could sit in the comfort of my home and I could book a cab.
Right. 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 I'm actually writing this down. What you said is very cool. Taking services into the people's hands. Sorry, it was a very good term, so I thought I'd write it down. Yeah, you're right. This makes a lot of sense to me. But to make life so much easier and the services which they have to go out for and all that, to bring them into their hand, into the mobile phone. Therefore, it is called a digital transformation. Okay, fine. So I can understand.
Now, companies like Ola and Uber and Swiggy and Zomato, they are basically startups, venture capital funded startups, right? But there are traditional companies that really want to get on this bandwagon
Okay.
of delivering digital services.
Okay, okay. Fine, fine. Yeah, yeah. Good. I understand.
So they need to undergo a digital transformation. It's inside out transformation. They cannot expect to become Swiggy's or Zomato's or Ola's or Uber's just doing the things they were doing. They had to do something different. They had to move from, for example, they had to move their most of their infrastructure from on-prem to cloud.
So from where? From where to where?
On-prem, on
On.
premises, on
Okay.
premises.
Okay, 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 okay. Okay,
See, they used to have servers. They used to have servers that used to be on premises,
okay, 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 okay,
right?
okay, okay,
Localized on-premise servers,
okay, okay.
and all that data
Fine.
had to be taken to a virtual place on the cloud.
I understand. So if I can I'll just repeat back to you very cool things. So what you said, which is these companies that are in the process of taking services into people's hands, they can be disruptive. Like they can completely change the industry, like Ola, Uber, such companies, and or they can be incremental in their services, which are like a bank, for example, making mobile banking available and things and all, which is not disrupting the industry, but it's making things much easier. Again, giving more convenience into the person's hand by the way of the mobile phone. In the process of doing this, taking services into people's hands, the infrastructure has to move into the cloud for this use case to happen.
for this for delivering the digital services.
For delivering the digital services will be delivered from the cloud. So cloud is like a natural consequence of uh, uh, trying to take the services into people's hands. Yeah,
It's an enabler.
It's
It's
an
an
enabler.
enabler.
Why they could have done it from servers itself? No,
They could have,
no, no. I know. Yeah,
but
I
see,
understood.
there are a few things. There are a few things like see when people used to come into the banks, so the banks were local to an area,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
right? A bank branch was local to an area,
yeah, yeah.
right? You could be in Nungamakam or Thiel Park, and there used to be a bank in your vicinity. And you
Yes,
could go to the bank, you could withdraw money, you could give a check, you could present a check, whatever, right? So
yeah.
those were all local to the area. So it was servicing a small set of population, right?
Yes, yes,
Probably, yeah.
yes.
But now, think about banks from anywhere in the world,
Mm. Yes,
right? You could transfer money
yes, yes,
domestically
yes,
while
yes,
you are sitting in USA
yes,
or
yes.
London,
Yeah, yeah. But see
right?
that.
How do you do so? So when you take the services to the people,
Yeah,
1 billion people are expected to come
yeah,
to you.
yeah, yeah. I understand. Correct. Absolutely. So there will be a large
So
variation.
what happens is
Uh,
the data grows manifold,
uh, okay.
and these local servers that you have, the servers, on-prem servers, they are limited by size.
Definitely.
See, let's assume this. You had a room of say 40 by 40 square feet,
Okay.
which housed all the servers, right? And there was a point of time when your server was inadequate to house the data, all the data that was going to be there.
Right, right,
So what they did, what these cloud companies did, right? I can recall at least three companies that are major cloud providers today:
right, right. Okay.
Microsoft, Google, and Amazon, right?
Yeah,
AWS,
yeah,
Amazon Web Services, right?
yeah, yeah.
These are three major. I mean, IBM also has it. There are so many other companies that do it in big and small ways. But the three main cloud providers I can recall are Microsoft, Google, and Amazon Web Services.
Yeah.
Now, what they do is they say it's pay per use,
Pay-per-views. Okay.
pay per use,
Okay.
or pay as you go.
Okay.
Suppose I have like 100, I would say 1 trillion bytes of capacity in
Okay.
your server.
Okay.
Okay, and this you get some performance reports that say
Okay.
you're nearing 25% of your data,
Okay.
right? That means approximately a quarter trillion data is already uh, sitting there.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
and you need, and probably in a year's time you're going to exceed the data, or maybe in 3 months time you're going to exceed your full capacity. So what
Right.
do you do then? So you request for additional capacity,
Yes. 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 Yes.
and when you request for additional capacity, these cloud providers just add on this extra requested data,
Yeah.
and you can just use that up.
Yes, yes. They are in a better position to uh, increase your capacity dramatically than your own self because you'll have to go through a big planning process and everything. There, for them, it is just a
Exactly.
matter of, so that is why cloud, because of its ability to really expand and maybe even contract capacities, computing capacity, storage capacity, uh, uh,
And And interestingly, they don't run out of space. You know why?
okay. Why? Yeah,
Because they
it
are
occurred to
they
me,
are
but I don't know.
under the ocean.
Okay.
They are under the ocean.
Means
These
they
these
get
data stores, these cloud data stores are actually housed under the ocean. They are not on land.
really under the ocean,
Yeah,
under the ocean, inside the water.
yeah, yes, under the water,
Where? Where is this? Is this is news?
everywhere.
Who's doing this? I've never heard about this.
I know Amazon does it. I don't know about others, but Amazon does it for sure.
Why? Why do they keep? Because they don't have space, is
Because
it?
because they don't want um, land to be because land is expensive,
Okay. So since they put it in the
right? For the
ocean,
amount of data that they provide,
okay,
for the amount of capacity that they provide, if you sum up all the data that they provide to all their customers, that's humongous. They don't land won't suffice to house that.
then how do they get in and out of?
Just go to an office, man. Just go to an office. I remember when I worked in one company, one of the previous companies. There used to be a huge room which was only for servers.
Yes. I mean, I used to
Yeah.
manage a data center,
Now,
so I know, I've seen. I mean, I used to manage a data center. I was a managing
yeah.
officer there.
So just imagine that was very tiny amount of information, especially when you are going to store. Suppose you were a bank who had to house the data and the transactions and the reports of, say, 100,000 customers.
Okay.
That was, see, not only that, there is something called big data analytics.
Yeah, yeah. I've heard. Yes, yes. Big data
Okay.
analytics. Right, right.
So
Okay.
what that means is you are a person gets tagged to various attributes.
Okay.
One person, one individual
Okay.
is identified by his or her social profile,
Okay.
and there are so many other things about a person that a human would unconsciously tag themselves to. Like
Like,
say, for example, I'm a Ola user,
okay.
I'm a Swiggy user. Then what happens? Uh, Now attributes. Now one of the attributes could be, does this person order food? Does this person book a cab? What are the times? What are the most probable times he books a cab or orders food, right? So you are going to capture many such information about a person,
Okay. I'm aware.
and
Ola, Uber.
you're going to observe the behavioral traits of people and make offers that match them using AI,
Okay. Okay. But so
right?
this comes
And
under.
those offers come to you as notifications on your mobile. You wonder how you wonder how you get those notifications that seem to relate to you.
Yeah,
It's
correct.
because of big data analytics.
Okay.
So
So
all this is part of the digital transformation that has been enabled over the last few years.
okay, so then can I say so? So big data analytics is entirely on the back end. Okay, so can I say that digital transformation is taking services into people's hands, as well as modernization of computing resources? So it's a very broad field. It's not because
Two
big data.
things: modernization of computing resources is only one of the two things that you mentioned, right?
Okay,
There are so many other things. Um, it is about understanding what people want.
okay, okay, fine. And that cannot be done without a mobile
And
phone.
yeah, you have a mobile phone. Unconsciously, you are tagging many of your behavior to your mobile phone.
Yes, yes, I understand. So that is how it becomes part of digital. Fine. Because you're giving location information, you're giving purchase information, you are giving them
Exactly.
your political preferences, you're telling them whether you are, I mean, if they are looking at your chats, God forbid.
Entertainment. Who do you like as your favorite star, favorite musician, favorite band? You know, the things keep going on and on and on. So suppose you get an offer. Say, okay, suppose you like. let us say you like S.P. Balasubramaniam as a singer. No, he's no more, but I'm just saying, if he was alive, right? You like S.P. Balasubramaniam. Suddenly, somebody gives you a co-branded offer, right? You get tickets to a musical by S.P. Balasubramaniam, right? The
Correct.
only catch is you have to make a transaction somewhere.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, you make this transaction, you get to win a prize to this musical show,
Yes. I understand. Yes,
and
yes.
it is customized. It is customized for according to your preferences,
Yes.
because somewhere you have let the digital world know that you like SP Balasubramanian
Yes. Correct.
or
Yes.
Ilayaraja, for example.
Yes. This is an extension of what we used to do on the on the laptop using web browsers and all, right? There used to, what is that,
Cookies,
using cookies.
cookies.
Can
Yeah.
can you do this still without cookies? I mean, they are. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little off the topic, but uh, they deprecated cookies a while ago, right? Now they are trying to do cookieless
Cookieless architecture. Yeah.
architecture. Anyway, we don't need to get into it. That's not part of this thing, our focus. But I have a cousin who's very technical, and she used to tell me, oh, look, they're trying to get into cookieless architecture, and I think 2024 was when they actually stopped supporting cookies and all. So anyway, so that's what. I remember maybe a long time ago, there used to be a couple of companies called ATG and WebLogic, and they used to enable that is user aware behavior, site behavior. But I think this paradigm or this ability has grown quite a bit beyond that now, right? Much beyond that.
Yes, much beyond that. Yeah. So, see, today we are living in an age where innovations are happening so fast.
Mhm.
Uh, every 5 years, or maybe even less, we are seeing a huge transformation of your digital landscape.
What do you mean by that, please? So, trans, what do you mean by digital landscape? Sorry, I have to ask these basic
Okay,
questions.
a
Sooner or
digital
later,
landscape could be a digital landscape as could be the a sudden spurt in the services that people start taking.
okay,
Okay, say for example, uh, I could actually go from using 5 GB of data in a day to 500 GB of data in a day.
okay, how? If you are doing
This is going
YouTube,
to
so
happen
what,
very soon. This is
watching,
going to happen very soon. Yeah, see, video is just one of the content, right? There are so many other things that are going to come in, and it's really scary how much more data we are going to give out, how much more data we are going to consume. So you consume more, right? You consume more, and that consumption of data is actually going to translate into humongous amount of information, and that is where generative AI is going to help crunch those data into beautiful summaries
okay,
about huge swathes of population.
okay. So is generative AI also considered to be part of digital transformation?
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
So if
It is
some,
not democratized. To an extent, it is democratized. You could use tools like ChatGPT and Gemini, but it is not fully democratic yet.
But
The reason why I'm saying that is uh, we could actually imagine something much bigger and more powerful coming in the next few years.
sorry, so you're saying that democratization of something is also considered to be digital transformation?
Yes,
No, no, but by
yes,
democratization, it means that you're putting it in the hands of people via mobile phones.
correct.
Democratization
Correct.
enabling.
Not just mobile phones, not just mobile phones at all. See, there could be other ways also, but right now we can't think beyond mobile phones. But I'm sure there is something much bigger coming. Uh, I'm just not sure how, but there are people who are thinking ways how to democratize in a much bigger way, which will actually blow someone's mind when you just step back to this moment, you will definitely recognize and realize that day that oh, I never thought of it in 2024, but it would have been something that has come about in 2030.
So what?
And by democratization, I'm also saying that it goes to the most developed nations as well as the less developed nations.
Okay, fine. That's positive. I understand. That is, but democratization means it goes to African countries as much as it goes to America and other things and all. So they are also being taken in by the whole thing. So what are some such transformations or some improvements that are coming that are just over the horizon? Give me some examples, no? They may be in process or they may be in just in the future. Don't tell in the distant future, but I mean,
No.
my
I
brain
don't
stopped
want.
working. I'll tell you, my brain stopped working when self-driving cars came. Okay. Uh,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was, I mean, that was quite the shock for me because I've learned about AI and all. I've trained neural nets and all. It was college and all. And I thought that, yeah, okay, whatever, right? So suddenly this whole thing comes and all, and self-driving cars, machine learning, forget it. I was shocked. And I just stopped considering myself to be like an expert at that point because it just suddenly popped up and I didn't even see it coming. So, what are some of the
You
new
know,
things that are coming? Please
see,
tell me.
since you brought up machine learning, I
Yeah.
just want to say that machine learning has progressed from progress to deep learning,
Okay.
and deep learning has progressed to generative AI.
Oh, is that right? That's how it is?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. In fact,
So
honestly, I'm using
machine learning was a machine learning was a necessary step in getting to deep learning,
okay.
and from deep learning it has led to generative AI, where uh, you're not just analyzing, but you're also generating based on your analysis. Not our analysis; it's the brain behind the generative AI that's doing the
Okay.
analysis.
Okay. Fine, fine. Okay. That's a very
So
good.
it's able to crunch a large amount of information, and it's able to present summaries,
Okay. Okay.
and it is able to recognize voice. It is able to identify a person from a picture,
Yes.
who
Oh,
that person is,
yes,
and
yes,
it
yes.
could.
Yes, absolutely. No, no, it's more than that also, I'll tell you. So I'm doing some writing work, like content development and all. No, so summarization is just one. So I consider myself to be like a power user of generative AI now. It has completely changed in the last 2 months for me. Um, so we are I some of us are actually creating medical images based on from chat from Gemini and from Microsoft Copilot. I've done that. uh, so and and so it's, I mean, it's not, this is not easy, right? I mean, I tell the person that there is consider a patient that's lying on the a prompt, right? So patient that's lying on the ground, and there are two paramedics attending to the patient. One paramedic has a mask with artificial ventilation to the patient, and the other paramedic is using a stethoscope to check the patient's lungs, and it will draw the picture and give it to me. Okay.
Yeah.
And we've also
Now
tried
that is
some.
Meta. Meta AI is also doing that. Like
Oh,
Facebook Meta, they are using Meta AI
okay.
to do all this kind of images. You could just say, imagine a dog meditating, and it comes up with a beautiful picture of a dog which is actually in a praying pose. You know?
Really? Okay, I'll believe now.
Yeah.
I'll try it out. Okay.
So see, the reason why I talk about summarization is nowadays there are a lot of books, right? I don't have time to read all the books.
Okay.
But I remember this particular scene from the movie Endiran, which was made almost 11 years ago,
Okay.
where, Rajinikanth just, in this Endiran, as Chitti, he just takes a few books and he just slays it like this, and he knows everything about that's in that cookery recipe or whatever, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's from the Matrix.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So Matrix was made much earlier than this movie, but
Yeah.
I'm
Oh my
saying
God. That was like
11 years
1998.
ago, I would not have imagined some generative AI tool doing this,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yes.
So
No doubt.
so from those times, when it was considered mostly fiction,
Um, yeah.
right?
It's suddenly
But
become
we now know
reality.
it's reality.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
It's suddenly become reality.
So
Overnight.
yeah, that was the genius who actually wrote the principles of robotics.
Principles of robotics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He-
Yes, yes.
Uh, I forget the name of the gentleman. His name starts with an I, with
Yes.
I,
A robot shall
letter
not
I.
harm a human in any form. A robot shall not do anything in
Correct.
there was three rules of robotics. He's a science fiction writer.
Never mind, never mind. Yeah, yeah.
I think we have
So I
five
think it was
minutes.
something like Isaac or somebody.
Isaac Asimov. Isaac Asimov.
Isaac
Oh
Asimov.
my God. Yeah,
Yes,
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 yes. Isaac
yes.
Asimov.
Yeah, he wrote the principles of robotics, right?
Yes, but of
And
course that is not
and
being followed anymore. I mean, all you have like drones, you have like suicide drones, you have robots that are keeping an eye and getting ready to do whatever. So no, sorry. So please complete your thought. Actually, I mean, I cut you off. Please complete your thought about the principles of robotics and also remind you that we may have only about 5 minutes left. So I think maybe we should wrap
okay,
it up before the Zoom
sure.
rudely cuts us off.
Okay, no problem. See, what I'm trying to say here is that we are going to see some dramatic transformations in the way we do things.
Okay.
Um and flying to Mars may not be fiction anymore, right? We are flying to Mars, and it should also be democratized. It should not be reserved only for the rich. You
Okay.
know, I
Yes.
should be able to take put on a carry bag and a backpack, and I should be able to travel to Mars and come back in a few days.
Okay.
So all that should be possible with
Okay.
some not just digital transformation, but transformation of a different kind, right? See, but interestingly, the driverless cars are actually um, supported by many of the AI tools that were developed more than 20 years ago.
Oh, is that right? Well, yeah, machine vision, yeah. But that machine vision was
Yeah.
not really, I mean, it was not
So
learning.
ADAS, for example, right? ADAS, assisted, driving.
Uh, Assisted driving, yeah, AAD.
So that technology has actually, So okay, let me come to this. This is the interesting thing. You could actually remote control your car today from
Okay,
your mobile phone,
okay.
right? I could switch on the headlamps. I could
I
start
think we
my
have two
car.
minutes.
Okay, so things are going to be dramatic.
Yeah,
We can expect unsaid things possible in the future, and it is going to be for the benefit of humankind. Don't be scared of embracing technology. Technology is going to help people. Of course, it is important for people to be literate
yeah,
and know the downfalls of not using it wisely. And the more the technologies grow, the more the people's greed and more the people who can abuse the system and take advantage of a few less informed people. So it is important for everyone to be informed and do the right things, learn the right things, and help educate others so that they don't fall into the trap of a few cunning people, greedy people.
okay, perfect. And let social justice be delivered, and a better life be delivered through digital transformation for all. Thank you very much.
Yes,
Thank you very much.
you're welcome, sir. Thank you very much for this great opportunity to interact.
Thank you for lifting this cloud of ignorance. Honestly, I don't think I could have been able to ask this question to anybody else, considering that I'm already a software professional.
No, no, no. You are one of the more educated persons I know in my circle. So it's been great interacting with you always.
Okay, thank you for your kind words. Bye.
My pleasure. Thanks.